Yo, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. It feels like forever since I did a proper club tour. Now, I might have missed a little month here or there just because of other content that was out at the time, but I did want to go through my club and also show you the players that I've got over on the World Cup mode as well, and that's going to just give you an idea of just exactly what my ultimate team is based around this year. This is without a doubt the best FUT club I've ever had, and I have a whole bunch of ridiculous players. Now, if you do enjoy this type of video, I'd greatly appreciate your support. Hit me with that thumbs up button, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. We'll get into this then, shall we? We'll start with let's start with the German league, the Bundesliga. The main sort of apart from all of the crazy TOTS players that have come in, the main introduction has been the 90 rated premium SBC Vidal, who we got through that. Is it called Nations or something? The different SBC that we got recently. It took like 8 challenges to unlock certain players, and along the way we got the likes of, this was for South America, so I got tons and tons of like regular SBC items that look a little bit like that Goetze, but from South American different countries. And of course we get the overall reward that is premium SBC Arturo Vidal. Actually one of the best centre mids I've used this year, alongside probably one of the best centre mids I've used this year. That is team of the season Goretzka, who has lost his dynamic image, and he's got a nice dynamic image as well. It sucks, but yeah, I mean, the squad is really strong. You could rock up in competitive with a team like this. I think like you could do quite well in FUT Champs, in my opinion. Having Batshuayi up front and Leon Bailey, and then also Thorgan Hazard. Yeah, I really like them. That's the Bundesliga, and I've got like a full special bench as well. Lots of players there that don't quite make the cut in the starting 11. So that's Bundes. Calcio A is also looking incredibly strong, nearly a full TOTS side, and once again, the best Serie A team I've ever had, no doubt about it, simply for a couple of reasons. Firstly, Benatia. Benatia is up there in my top 3 centre-backs on this entire game. I think he's that good. I used him recently and was like, holy moly, this guy is ridiculous. Also, Rajanine Golan, first owner, untradeable, and then Dries Mertens as well. Bruh, those 2 Belgians in this Italian league absolutely tear it up. I really enjoy them, and they're just superb. Now, of course, you could get slightly better version of Kolarov. He does have a pink and yellow item out, which is 92 rated, and I have tried that out, but I'm actually just as happy with this 90 rated one. Is it tradable or untradeable? It's tradable. I bought it for 23k. How much does an item like that sell for nowadays? Out of curiosity, about 60, I think, which, yeah, a lot of TOTS obviously went up when there's less supply of them right now, so I'm sure that's the reason why. But the shopping spree I went on seems to pay it off, and I reckon I could sell quite a lot of this stuff if I wanted to. But at this point in time, I've still got 1,000,000 coins. I don't know what to spend them on. Waiting for some better international heroes to purchase, of course, for the old club, and that's exactly what I'll do. So, La Liga is the next team that we've got here. Now, as good as this looks on paper, this is one of my least interesting and one of the squads that I'm actually least interested in. Just because, like, there's no one there that really just is insanely good, like, that you don't get in other leagues. I do like Saul. I like Saul for his all-around stats, and I genuinely always like him. I feel like he kind of is like a Kante-like player in this game for me. I like Rodrigo, but there's way better strikers than him. It's just, I don't have Messi, Ronaldo, or Suarez in this league, in my club at this point in time. I did pack Messi this year, but I decided that 2 million coins was quite a lot, or 2.1 million coins was quite a lot, and that I would sell him on and cash in there so that I could actually go on a shopping spree and buy all of these other players. And I think I prefer to do that because he would just be sitting there not getting used at this point in time. My French Ligue 1 is another nearly full TOTS team, and we've lost all the dynamic images on these guys, but it's surprisingly usable because the likes of, Debussy, unbelievable stats. Take a look over on the left-hand side there. Those stats are absolutely insane. Same once again for like Roussillon, like loads of member of Club 80. We have Aua, we have Verratti. I don't have Tots Fabinho in this team because I've got the FUTWIZ that I feel like I don't need to get that one. And of course his price went up quite a bit when like Liverpool signed him. Lots of Liverpool fans obviously wanted the best version of him on the game. But Lopez, Cavani, and also 93 rated Memphis Depay, he's up there with the top players on this game in my opinion. Just genuinely awesome stats. 4-star skill moves, 98 pace, 95 shooting. I really like him on the game. A couple of players that we got from SBCs along the way. Ben Arfa, Keita Diao, he was part of FUT Swap, right? And then João Moutinho was another one of those nation ones where we ended up getting, I think it was Rashford for my Premier League side. I might as well show you the Prem, right? This is awesome. There's lots of really good players in here. Easily the best Prem team I think I've ever had, just because like I stuck to my guns and I kept my Kante this year. Got myself the untradeable Aguero, so he's in my club forever as well. Heung-min Son, of course, and the 92 version of Tots. We have Raheem Sterling, which I've really enjoyed all year long. This latest one, Marcus Rashford, makes it into the starting 11 because he's one of the new signings and I wanted to show him to you guys. But normally, like, well, if I got anyone else like Salah could start, I would start a 4-3-2-1 with either Salah or Sterling or Mahrez as the right side, Son on the left, and then just have Aguero up front. Recently sold my team of the season Lukaku for a bit of profit because there's a better version of him out now. I was like, you know what? I'm going to offload. I've got an untradeable Aguero, which I didn't have when I first bought Lukaku. So that is that for the Prem. What else have we got here? Icons. These are the icons that I've collected this year. I wonder... No, this is all of them, I think. These are all of the SBC icons that I've done. It pretty much goes, yeah, like, Rui Costa was one of the first. Rio is one of the most solid defenders in this game. Probably still is my favourite, just because he's, throughout the game, just been so usable. Patrick Kluivert, I've not gotten anywhere near as much use out of him as I wanted to. Played 60 games, but I'm typically always using him to, like, get assists or something because I got someone else up front or whatnot. Roberto Carlos, really enjoyed him. Used him quite a lot. 400 games with Roberto Carlos this year. I like him. I think he's still usable at this point. I think a lot of people would say that he isn't, but I genuinely think he is. Zanetti was one that I picked up recently for like 30k by doing the SBC. It was actually unbelievable, and I managed to play 30 games or so with him. Ruud Gullit, 213 games with the Prime. I obviously had the 90 for a whole bunch of games as well. One of my most used and most enjoyed players this year. Ronaldinho, loads of games played with him as well, and the previous versions of him. But I'm so glad that I managed to get Prime Gullit, Prime Ronaldo, and Prime Ronaldinho this year. I didn't quite step towards Pele in the end, which kind of sucks, but also he would probably be a lot easier at this point to get over on the World Cup mode, right? I could just do a bunch of icon SBCs if I desperately wanted to get him. And then R9, like, I haven't had a chance to use him as much as I wanted to, but I have used like various versions of him all year long. And of course, I'm using him currently over on the World Cup mode, the 94 version. So those are the icons that I went for this year. This was the Flying Dutchman squad that I went with the other day, apart from... Did I sell my left back? Who did I have at left back? Oh, I had that Kolarov, but of course I could just put this Kolarov in now, and that makes the team up perfectly. Like, I didn't realise at the time. I actually had the TOTS one in my club, and I didn't need to go out and buy that pink version. Now, also we had Jimenez right here, and Juan Fran at right back, but of course I've just, I know PK does get full chem, because he gets a perfect link there, doesn't he? But Thomas Partey doesn't, so I would need to switch that out for some sort of... Well, is there a Barca midfielder that I've got here that might work? Busquets will do me just fine, and that of course completes that squad and gets everyone enough chem. But that trio of Lozano getting the league link to Van Persie and then the Dutch link to Depay, like, holy crap, that is a really, really fun front three. One of the more fun ones I've used this year. If you haven't seen that squad builder, it didn't really get many views, which is understandable at this time of year. But if you are interested in the squad I used and some of the goals that I got with this team, just check back on my channel a couple of days and you will find it there. What else have we got? MLS attack is just nuts this year. Obviously, they don't really have the defenders, but take a look at this. first owner, untradeable. I was so lucky to get Zlatan in my pack the other day, in my guaranteed SBC. Like, that was literally the one I wanted. I called it that I wanted to get him. I got him, and I was very, very happy about it. But, of course, not had a chance to use him since, because I just got done using one that I bought and sold on the market. So, it's weird that I've packed that card, but I might not really even use it that much for the rest of this FIFA, because you know, when do I do that? At what point would I do that? So it's still awesome to have the Kaká, to have the Pirlo and the Giovinco. Like, they're really good players. Bastian Schweinsteiger with the 88 as well. It's just a nice team. And then Dutch. I think I have so many good Dutch players on this game that you can nearly build a full side with it. I've just got icons in the fullback spots. But De Ligt, I mean, 13 games I've used him for, which is weird because I was so looking forward to him. But again, it just came a little bit too late, and then the World Cup mode came out, and it was sort of like, okay, well, I haven't had much of a chance to use him. But Matthijs de Ligt, wow. One of the best centre-backs on this game. He's up there with Benatia and Rio Ferdinand for me. I genuinely love him. Medium work rate, 6'2". What a beast. And then how can you go wrong with Ruud Gullit? And once again, similar front three to before. But of course, we've got Promes in here now over Lozano, because this is a basically full Dutch team. So I think that might be one of, well, I've got my best. This is what I consider currently like my best squad on the game. That if I was going in, and I would probably even say that I should do this, put Salah there. 98 Salah is probably better. And then in fact, in all honesty, I would say that at this point in time, I actually really rate Hradecky in goal, and getting that link to Naldo. Like, that right there, I would say is currently like my best team on the game. Yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong? I do rate Hradecky in goal, or Hradetsky, whatever you want to call him. Walker, best right back in the game for me. Alex Telles, up there as probably the best left back in the game. Just look at his stats. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. He's genuinely built for this game, and that is some seriously good stats on him. And I paid, what, 60k for him? Madness. Absolute madness. What does he go for nowadays? Probably a little bit more. Wow, I could double my money on Alex Telles. That's crazy. Yeah, okay. Well, I did good at buying him at that time then, didn't I? Fernandinho, Gullit, and Kante in midfield. Like, I would, yes, love to bring in Goretzka, but in terms of chemistry, that's not quite going to work. And then, again, I would love to bring in, like, Son or Bailey or something into my front three. However, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, and Salah. Not a bad trio up front. So that's the squads. Let's just quickly shift on over and show you like the players that maybe there's some players here that didn't quite make the, you know, any of the squads that I showed, because they're either on the bench or whatever. But yeah, we can have a little scroll through. Batshuayi, we got these are like the tradable ones at the moment, and I paid 760k for Goretzka. How much is he now? Oh, God. That's not good. There's less than a page of him on the market. Yeah, Heung-min Son, Rodrigo, good players here that are featuring. Mahrez, I think I bought him and never used him. 72k. Seems like such a waste, right? But at least I've got him for, you know, generations and whatnot. And we have Van Persie. I'm going to keep him because he was like 100 or 85k, so I'm going to keep him. Grankvist just looks pretty good, and, you know, I bought him in case I needed one to throw into an SBC or something. Milinkovic-Savic, shame that he didn't get like a boost up to like a 95 or something. That would have been quite nice. Same with Goretzka, actually, but now Germany have gone home. I bought that Goretzka just in case, but I've lost so much on him now. Yeah, look at that. Damn. I bought him just in case he got boosted above his team of the season, but I genuinely don't need this guy now. Let's give someone a little bit of a bargain. If you got 35k and you want Goretzka, he's gone. Yeah, you can have him. And then we get to the untradables. 98 Salah, 97 Aguero. Just that's three of the best strikers right there. Ronaldo, Cavani, Ibrahimovic. Three of the highest rated ones. And then things just go even bluer again. You know, lots of TOTS players untradable. There were so many SBCs this year and stuff that we could get these untradable TOTS from, that I got actually so many of them. And then things obviously start to just move down towards. I've probably got tons of SBC blue players now because of the challenges that I did. There we go. We find them right here. Never going to use them, any of them really. This was someone I enjoyed a lot this year. Cristiano, really good player. Just OP as hell. And also Sean Maguire. He did a lot for me on FIFA 18. So there you go, guys. That is my club tour for June, July, like the end of this sort of stage of the game, I quickly will move over to the World Cup mode, and I'll show you what I've got over there. So in terms of the players I have on the World Cup mode, this is it right here. So I think I've probably done 10 icon SBCs in total. I didn't want to go fully overboard, and I was just hoping that I would get some of the good ones. And yeah, I got myself Maradona. That's pretty good. That's like me having a prime Maradona, which I really like. And obviously it's pretty common at this stage. You know, we have Ronaldo, we have Messi, and I've got duplicates of them in my duplicate storage as well, because I did go quite nuts trying to get a lot of the like normal high rated players on this game. R9, sick one to be able to have, and used him 0 games on this account, a lot over on the Road to Glory. Neymar's great, you know, Suarez had that upgrade as well, Lewandowski that 92 as well. Like, I got some good players, you know, 3 more icons there. They're probably the last icon. Oh no, I probably got a Miroslav Klose somewhere as well, who just hasn't turned out to be the best player on this game. 77 pace, 78 dribbling is just not quite going to cut it, really, is it? And yeah, things just go down to sort of average now. There's plenty of players that have been boosted, like Heung-min Son recently boosted, 91 dribbling, 90 shooting, 89 pace. It's just difficult to get him into a squad unless, of course, you've got icons around him. So that is the Road to Glory. No, it isn't. That is the World Cup mode. I always think Road to Glory when I'm on this mode, because that's what I mostly play it on. Yeah, Mbappe 85. You know, Kimmich going to stay at 85 now that Germany are out and stuff. It's a shame to see some of these players won't get upgraded again. But there you go, guys. That is the club tour. I do hope you have enjoyed. Hit me with that thumbs up button if you have. Don't forget to sub to the channel if you're new. Have a lovely day. I'll catch you next time. Peace.